I'm really excited this morning because, well, frankly, I know nothing about motorbikes. My mother said when I was 17 years old, if I got one, she would put sugar in the petrol tank. No such problem for this beast though, because this is made by the University of Nottingham and there's no petrol, there's no fuel. It's an electric bike. Mick from the university, tell me a bit about this bike.
Right, so it's what we call an electric superbike, which means it's effectively a very powerful bike, but electric, pretty self-explanatory, and it's a University of Nottingham project, so everything that you see, including the electronics, have been designed and built by us, which is quite unique to my knowledge. We're the only team on earth that does that.
But it's not just any old bike, is it, that you could go and pick up in a shop? This is special.
Yeah.
Why is it special?
So it's full custom, and the main aim of the project is to win at the Isle of Man. So it's been designed specifically for the Isle of Man, and it's using the latest technology, at least in terms of electrical engineering, materials for it, etc.
You're not serious. You're going to go to the Isle of Man TT race and try and compete against existing bikes?
Yeah, correct. I mean, we've been going to the Isle of Man TT now for 3 years.
Yeah.
And we started being academics and students. We had no clue what we were doing, like zero clue. We actually built this particular bike, the first iteration of it, at the Isle of Man. But in 3 years, we've managed 2 podiums. And this is against a significant amount of professional teams. So this year, our main aim is to win, and that means beating Mugen, which is Honda.
Sorry, I'm almost speechless. You have beaten pretty much everybody. There are only 2 bikes and 2 riders faster than you at the Isle of Man TT.
Electric, at the electric class
At
of
the
the Isle of Man
electric.
TT. Yeah, the Isle of Man TT. There's superbikes, 600s,
Right.
electric bikes,
Got
etc.
ya.
But still, yeah, fast.
And we were talking earlier, and you said that your ambition is to win that.
Yeah, if you're in it, it's to win it, obviously.
Whose idea was this? Because this is mental. This is madness.
We had we still have obviously an electrical engineering professor at the university who's into bikes and had this bright idea of, well, why not? It's a fantastic technology demonstrator. It attracts students as well because it offers them an opportunity to actually do some hands-on stuff during their degree. And he's the guy that started everything, Pat Wheeler. And then in 2015 we brought it to the next level, which means try and compete to win. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And am I right in thinking that you've got all kinds of different departments within the university that have worked collaboratively to make this happen?
Correct. This is one of the beauties of this particular project compared to especially internal combustion, bikes and cars and stuff like that at universities. This is a collaboration, a very strong collaboration between mechanical and electrical engineering. In fact, my particular position, I'm shared between both departments, but there's people from design, there's people from business, marketing, aerospace, etc.
And presumably this is very different to ride than a normal bike?
Well, yeah, the first thing that you would notice if you ride it is that it doesn't have a gearbox, it's direct drive, and it's extremely torquey. So this thing, regardless of the speed, will have the same torque as a superbike in first, second gear.
And presumably you have to apply the power really carefully if it's got that straight line acceleration.
Well, it depends on how good you are, I suppose. In all fairness, you say that, but looking at the telemetry of our rider, Daley Matheson, he's a professional as well. He's going to hate me for this, by the way, but his wrist is like an on-off switch. So the guy is like all or nothing. So obviously, if you have the skill, you can deal with it.
Clearly I don't have any skill in that department. That is utterly fabulous. So when is the next TT that you'll compete in?
Right, so we're counting the days, 47 days to go, which means that it's our actual race is the 2nd of June.
2nd of June.
So 6th of June, no, not the 2nd, the 6th, sorry.
6th, right, okay.
6th at night, watch the telly, and hopefully you'll see us.
I cannot believe how fabulous you are and how good this kit is, and it's built by students, and these guys are here with us today at Brands Hatch. Delighted to have you. We've never had an electric bike at the show. It's been a real draw, hasn't it? Lots of people have come to see it.
Yeah, it always happens at the Isle of Man as well. And that's why we brought the bike in pieces, because it's always interesting for the people to see how it's being built over the weekend, and they can ask about the technology, etc. One of the criticisms sometimes with electric vehicles is that you look at them, they're almost designed to look like a normal vehicle, obviously. And you open a bonnet, there's nothing.
Yes.
Whether we, in our case, because it's a very rough combination between mechanical and electrical engineering, you can see all the components, all the cables. You can ask, like, oh, what's that doing? Why that? And
Yes.
people love that.
That's proper engineering.
Yeah, proper old school engineering, shed engineering, but to a different level. Yeah.
Brilliant. Mick, wish you and the team all the very best for June. Go win it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well done.
That's the aim.
Thank you very much indeed.